As president of the World Jewish Congress, I have visited 40 of the 100 countries that we represent. That makes up 98% of all the Jews in the diaspora. What I have learned is that the Jewish people today face 4 serious problems: a frightening increase in anti-Semitism, a growing division between religious Jews and those who are less religious, a division between diaspora and Israel, and a lack of Jewish education, along with a high rate of intermarriage. This is causing too many young Jews to leave Judaism. First, anti-Semitism. Right after World War II, when the entire world saw pictures of the death camps and the reality of what happened to European Jews, nobody in their right mind wanted to be associated with Nazis. We thought anti-Semitism had disappeared, but it never really went away. 75 years and 3 generations later, anti-Semitism has returned. It's come back with a vengeance. While it once just came from the right, it now comes to the left as well. And we are seeing it in places we never imagined, like colleges and universities, where professors are hired who are unrelenting in their criticism of Israel and Jews, where they are brazen in their support of the BDS movement. This is having a very negative effect on tens of thousands of Jewish students and non-Jewish students who are graduating with a negative image of Israel. Over the past year, we have seen some of the most vile, irrational lies about the Jewish people resurface. Israel is still singled out in the United Nations and held to a different standard than any other country on earth. There have been attacks in synagogues and against individual Jews. In Europe and throughout the diaspora, we have witnessed the same double standard from the left and a growing neo-Nazi movement on the right. This past January 27th, at the 75th anniversary of the Soviet liberation of Auschwitz, I stood at the Auschwitz death gate. I told 50 world leaders that they are absolutely cannot be silent or complacent in this rise of anti-Semitism. The Holocaust came from the world's indifference to Jews. No one can be indifferent to anti-Semitism today. The second major issue we face is a strife within our own community. Religious against secular, secular against religious. If our enemies don't care if a Jew wears a kippah or never even put one on, why should we care? We see ourselves as one people always. The third point is a lack of caring between diaspora Jews and Israeli Jews. Too many diaspora Jews don't understand how absolutely important and key Israel is to the survival of the Jewish people. Many of them don't even care about Israel's future, and that is very dangerous. At the same time, too many Israelis have ignored the diaspora. This must end right now. We are one people, and the safety and security of any Jew anywhere affects us all. Number 4, education is the most important point for our future of our people. Too many young Jews are leaving their faith and tradition. They don't know what it means to be Jewish. They don't know the joys of Judaism. They don't know because they were never taught this. At the same time, too many young people have no idea what happened in the Holocaust. A recent survey tells us 6 out of 10 students don't even know about Auschwitz. This is completely unacceptable and must change this. That is why I'm starting a campaign to save all Jewish schools and to create 100 new Jewish schools throughout the United States, 100 new Jewish schools throughout Europe, and new schools in Latin America and the rest of the Jewish diaspora. Jewish schools were once supported by wealthy Jewish philanthropists who understood their importance. But today, too much Jewish money goes elsewhere. We must reverse this. And every Jew everywhere must help. Everyone must share in this critical cause. Nothing is more important for the future of our people than education. And this must be for all Jewish students, especially conservative reform and even secular. Just as my foundation saw a transformation when I started Jewish schools throughout Central and Eastern Europe back in the 1980s, I want to see the same transformation throughout the Jewish world. I've told you some of the problems that we face. But if we face them together as one people, we can solve them. I want all of us to do this together. Liberal Jews and conservative Jews, religious Jews and secular Jews, diaspora Jews and Israeli Jews. I want everyone to become involved in building new Jewish schools. 5 years ago, at the 70th anniversary of the liberation of Auschwitz, I shared a podium with a survivor of the camp named Roman Kent. This quiet, dignified man says something that I've never forgotten, and his words echo across the years. He said, "We don't want our past," Mr. Kent said, "to become our children's future." And I say this to you right now, that this must not let this happen. This is in our hands. It is up to us. No one else will do it. Join me, help me, and I say again, we don't want our past to become our children's future. And we must make sure this does not happen. It is in our hands. Thank you. Toda rabah.